Now you probably have some photographs around the house of your great-grandparents and other ancestors, and you might have noticed that the styles and indeed the poses have gone the way of the dodo. But one Belfast man has made it his personal crusade to better the lot of us men. He wants to reintroduce the concept of the gent.
Hey, didn't I see you on the box talking about Brute 33?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you really use the stuff?
Sure. Nothing beats a great smell of brute.
Tell you something,
What's that?
I use it too.
Came from the night.
Male grooming may have raised its profile back in the 70s, but the roots lie back in a forgotten era.
Somebody better find out what happened. I say, here's another unpleasant. This Penworth has shot himself in the library.
Chaps! It would take more than a few splashes of aftershave to make an impression down the club. But gents like Super Sleuth Sherlock Holmes were well clued up in looking after themselves.
Now you might think that level of style is a thing of the past. Well, you'd be wrong. I've come here to Jason Shanky's Belfast salon to find out why he wants to turn the Northern Ireland male away from the Hugo Duncan and more toward the Hugo Boss.
Joe, what I'm doing with the hot towels is I'm softening down your hair. I'm raising the pores in your skin, and they're actually making the hairs jut out, which helps me get it nice and close for you.
Well, back in Victorian eras, this was quite common for men to go get shaves.
It was.
In barbers, if you like.
Yeah.
Is that coming back now?
Very much so. I mean, for years, I mean, you didn't actually shave at home really. You went to the barber, 3 or 4 times a week. You kept your razor down at the barber shop. The barber looked after it. He sterilised it and looked after it, and you just went in and he actually shaved you with it.
So is it just, attract a mate, or is it just a bit of self-pride?
I think it's probably a bit of both, but at the same time, it's good for job prospects and things like that.
I understand you went to Istanbul.
Yeah, I was there last summer with the BAR Formula 1 team. We have this cell in London. The team are based nearby, and they wanted to do something in Turkey, which would be what the Turks do, because they wanted to entertain all their guests and their drivers and whatever. And so they thought, hang on, male grooming is a Turkish kind of thing. They've been doing it there for years. They've been doing Turkish shave, Turkish bath, and all that stuff. So they decided to have a male grooming day, and they brought us out. The drivers got their hair cut, massaged, everything, facials, and it was a really, really good day, both times.
Must have been an amazing experience.
It was pretty cool.
My grooming day involves more than the shave and haircut.
What are we going through today? What are we doing?
Well, we're going to be doing the Indian head massage, which is very good for anybody that's particularly stressed.
That's me.
Yeah.
What sort of nick do you think the Northern Ireland man is in general, from your perspective?
They're actually, I'd say they're more into looking after themselves than women now. Okay, Joe, if you want to just relax there, close your eyes and just imagine you're on a nice sunny beach.
I soon drifted off and I dreamt I was a nun with a giant head.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Brave new world.